Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Apuborama, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the newest cop cars that have been added into Grand Theft Auto Online. Today's video, we are specifically going to be taking a look at the Bravado Greenwood Cruiser. This vehicle is $3.6 million with the trade price and $5 million without. Getting the trade price is pretty easy. You just need to complete 5 dispatch jobs and you'll get it unlocked. Personally, I'm not going to wait to do all those dispatch jobs, so I'm just going to send this over to... I guess my arena is the only spot where I don't have full garages at this point, so... $5 million dumped down the drain. That is crazy. I mean, that's equivalent to about, what, 3 Cayo Perico heists and some passive income in the background? I mean, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to do some grinding streams again on the channel because we need some money after purchasing this cop car. So what are we gonna do in today's video? Well, we are going to be comparing the Greenwood to the Greenwood Cruiser. The Greenwood is an Amani Tech muscle car, which features very strong armor, and while it is not the best Amani Tech vehicle, still features capabilities like a homing missile lock-on jammer, which is obviously really nice. So, as I said, we're going to just be testing out all the capabilities of the Greenwood Cruiser, its lap time, top speed compared to the normal Greenwood. Let's go get it out. A quick thank you to my sponsor, U4GM. If you guys are looking for discounted shark cards and millions of dollars, make sure to check the link in the pinned comments down below. So there's a couple things to note about the police cars, and definitely a buyer beware before you spend your money on these vehicles. You cannot sell them for any money. You can see right there, this vehicle has a resale value of $0. The other thing is that you cannot modify this vehicle inside of Los Santos Customs. It has to either be inside of an owned property, like an auto shop or your agency. You cannot upgrade this car inside of the Los Santos Customs area, which is kind of lame. Thankfully, I do have my Avenger parked right over here, so that does make customizing my vehicle at least a little bit easier. In terms of customization, no, this vehicle does not feature Amani Tech capabilities, which kinda sucks. But we're gonna see what it does have going for it. We put on the armor, we got body trim. I actually kinda like the stock trim, so we're gonna leave that on. Put on race brakes, engine upgrade, we got some exhaust options, which I literally can't see. It's just... I don't know, we'll just go with the twin shotgun exhausts, why not? We got some hood options. We can either do a little police sign, or we can not have it. I mean... it's kind of goofy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, why? What? I'm just gonna remove that. Okay, we're gonna put on xenon lights to make this car look a little nice. And we got some different liveries we can do. There's 23 liveries in total. So we can do no livery, which why would you do that? We got kind of the rusted look. We got LS County Sheriff. I'm just gonna scroll through. I'm not gonna actually list the names. Ooh, I kind of like that Del Perro police one. That one looks pretty clean. I also do like the Grapeseed PD. That one looks pretty clean too. I'm actually going to go with a sheriff, though, personally. I think sheriff is really the best way to go. I think we're going to go with highway patrol on this vehicle. That's definitely what I'm liking a lot, especially because this does kind of look like a highway patrol vehicle. We got some police equipment, so we got the whole shebang, raised dual searchlights. Then we got driver raised searchlight. Then we can have both of them down. Raise single searchlight, so it's either you're having searchlights or none, so I guess we're gonna do that. Push bar, oh, obviously want a push bar. We're gonna either do a pursuit push bar or a assault push bar. The question is, do those actually light up? I think I'm gonna go with the pursuit one if they actually light up. Oh, we can do the response one, that one's pretty cool too. But we're gonna go with the pursuit push bar. And then emergency lighting, we've got custom emergency lighting 7. We got 6, 5, 4, 3. That's the one we have. We can have no light. Okay. I definitely think out of the bunch, the custom emergency 7 is the best. So that is all of the equipment there. I'm going to go mess around with colors for this vehicle, and I'll be right back. I've decided to make the color on this vehicle very reminiscent of what I would expect this vehicle to have in real life. Kind of a lightish blue with white, and that actually looks really good if you ask me. We're going to lower the suspension, we're going to put transmission tunes on it, turbo, and to finish it off, wheel type, we are going to go with off-road. In general, I'm always going to put off-road rims on my police cars just because we are going to be driving them in off-road categories. Did I put bulletproof tires on them? No, I did not. That's obviously something that is rather important to put on this vehicle. So, there you go. We have now gotten our fully customized police cruiser. Oh, that sucks. The assault push bar lights do not actually turn on. Well, that is rather unfortunate. I do have to be real. The vehicle itself looks very, very cool. Rockstar did a great job on the design of this car. I think it looks absolutely epic. We can see the backlights interchange on there, turning on, which is pretty sweet. In general, this is a really, really cool looking car. However cool this car may look, at the end of the day, it's literally just a reskinned version of the Greenwood that we already have in the game. We can see the front of these vehicles are the exact same. The Cruiser just has a bull bar. Making our way to the back of the vehicles, they are also identical. So in terms of customization, really all Rockstar did is they added liveries to a new version of the vehicle, which costs more money that they could have just allowed you to put on the already owned Greenwood. And here's the part that really sucks. You see, the Greenwood has Amani Tech capabilities, where the police variant doesn't. What does Amani Tech capabilities mean? Well, first of all, that means this car can actually survive a handful of explosions. That's 2, that's 3, we're on our 4th sticky bomb right now. So it takes 4 sticky bombs to blow up the base Greenwood. And by the way, that was using sticky bombs. If you are using homing launcher rounds, then you're actually going to be able to survive upwards of 10 rockets. And pair that with the fact that you can put a homing missile lock-on jammer, and yeah, the Greenwood is, well, pretty strong. Let's compare that to the Greenwood Cruiser. Yeah, a little bit of a different story, as we can see. Let's start off by seeing if there's any difference on actual top speed when it comes to the two vehicles. The Bravado Greenwood base variant can go 119.5, so we're just going to round that up to 120 miles per hour, as this Speedo doesn't have points in it. So if this car goes anywhere at around 120-ish, I'm going to say that they are basically the exact same. 119 and 120. Yeah, it seems that these vehicles are basically identical in terms of top speed. 121, but it really doesn't make too much of a difference. Yeah, so this vehicle also appears to be around the same top speed as the Greenwood base variant. We're chilling at like 121 in this car, and I think, as I said, it's like 120 for the base Greenwood, so basically the exact same. The real question comes down to handling. Is there actually a difference? So, after messing around with both of these cars and getting lap times, what can I say? Well, I am 100% confident that there is literally no differences between the two cars. I'm not even joking. Look at the landmarks as I make my way through this lap time here. And you are going to see, in terms of acceleration, both cars are getting to the exact same point at the exact same time. Rolling around the corner there, both cars are the same. Rolling around the corner here, both cars are the same. The handling felt exactly the same. I will say I have a slightly worse lap in the Greenwood Cruiser, but that's just because it was my first lap in the vehicle, where after I got used to driving the car, I pulled out the Greenwood Amani Tech variant and was able to kind of get a better idea of the car's handling from the get-go. But in general, I mean, both cars are the same, and you're going to see that throughout the entire lap time. They are literally neck and neck, with almost no differences. I literally couldn't tell you if they had any differences. So, yeah, that's a little disappointing, I'm going to be completely honest. And you might be asking why? Well, you would expect that the Greenwood Cruiser has some sort of advantage over the base Greenwood, but no, it has literally 0 advantages. It's in the emergency class, which means you can't even use it for any races. And when you pair that with the fact the vehicle is literally the exact same on handling, it just makes you question, why would you ever buy the Greenwood Cruiser when you can get the Amani Tech variant of the Greenwood for half the price, put Amani Tech armor on it, put a homing missile lock-on jammer, and the only difference is you can't put a police livery on it. I mean, that's it. I mean, sure, if you really want a cop car, then go out of your way and pick up the Greenwood Cruiser. But personally, I don't think you should be spending, what, $3.56 million on the vehicle. Adding in customization, you're going to be looking more at around $4+ million. That is just ridiculous. You could buy literally an Oppressor Mark II for $6 million. So at that point, you might as well just get an Oppressor Mark II and save up a little bit more. But yeah, I don't know. I was a little disappointed in this vehicle. I was hoping it would have some sort of different characteristic between the two, but literally Rockstar just copy and pasted both vehicles. We can see here a good example of the acceleration on both these cars, and look, they are the same 118, 19, 20. I mean, it's literally the exact same speed, handling, everything on these two cars was almost identical. As I said, I just had a slightly worse lap in the Cruiser because my handling was a teeny bit worse on certain corners. But overall, both cars finished at around the 2-minute 36 mark. So, if you want my opinion, I would not recommend to buy the Greenwood Cruiser, especially when the base Greenwood is better in every single way in terms of armor, and it has a cheaper price tag, plus the fact it has, in my opinion, even more customization. Yes, I do think that the Cruiser looks cooler. I like cop cars. I think they look amazing. But Rockstar could have easily just made it so you could put the livery and police attachments to the Greenwood if you did enough dispatch missions as a reward, which I think would have been way cooler. But oh well, it's classic Rockstar putting a paywall behind something that is already in the game. Kind of a joke. So I wouldn't recommend to buy. I mean, sure, if you like cop cars, then go get it. Beat your heart's content out. But personally, I think it's a waste of money. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.